I talk a lot about manifestation and about perspective. Manifesting the thoughts and the desires of your heart into actuality by the language that you use and your focus and your dream time and your journaling and whatever it might be to get yourself in the right mindset.
So find a way to.
Hello, beautiful beings of light. My name is Monica. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is one I definitely had not planned on making today, and I didn't think I would ever make on this channel because I didn't think that football would have anything to do with spirituality or the law of attraction. And I am someone who is not a football fan or a sports fan at all. Like, I literally don't understand it. I've never learned how it's played or any of the rules. I've never gotten into it. And I know that it's such a big thing, especially here in America. And I even put on my husband's jersey for this video because as I was getting ready, I was like, oh, that's right. He has a lot of Green Bay Packers stuff because he has been a football fan since he was a baby, pretty much, out of the womb. And he has been a Green Bay Packers football fan for just as long because he grew up in Upper Michigan, which is closer to Green Bay, Wisconsin than the lower half of Michigan, like where Detroit is and stuff. He's never been to the lower peninsula that I know of. So he's the only reason I really know anything about the Green Bay Packers and the fact that they exist, and some of the other teams in football. I want to first off talk about why I decided to make this video today. I had this very interesting dream last night that woke me up in the middle of the night. What happened was, at the very beginning of this dream, I am standing on a football field and I'm in a Green Bay Packers jersey, and I am with the team and we're playing a game, like an actual real live game, and I'm standing there so confused because I don't know how I got there, right? This is just the start of the dream and I'm trying to figure it out. As far as I can tell in the dream, I'm still me, like I'm still a woman. And so the whole first few minutes of this dream, I'm just trying to contemplate, okay, how did I get here? Why am I playing this game? There's no women who play football in the NFL that I know of. It's all men. And I don't know the rules of the game. I don't know how to play. So how am I here? How did I even make the team, right? And then I start to panic because I realize that my team is on the opposite side of the field and I'm with the rival team on the wrong side of the field. I don't remember who the rival team was. I don't even know who they were, to be honest. And I was freaking out because I was like, oh my God, like, people are counting on me to make the right plays and know what I'm doing, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I started freaking out a little bit. And then eventually I get to the right side of the field with my team. And at one point I even catch the ball and I start running, and I can run really fast. So I'm like fascinated by the fact that I can run really fast, and I'm playing even though I don't technically know how to play, and I throw it to someone else and I do a good pass. And then by the end of the dream, all I remember was I was standing with my team and the rival team. We were all huddled together in a timeout, or I'm not sure what it's called in football when the game pauses, or the countdown for the clock countdown pauses. I have no idea what that is called. But anyways, I'll just say it was like a timeout, and we were all together, and one of the team members of the other team started talking trash to our team, the Packers, and Aaron Rodgers, who is the quarterback of the Packers, he said something back to that team very calmly and was kind of laughing. And the person of the other team who started the trash talk got really pissed off, and then he lunged at Aaron Rodgers, and it almost started a huge fight until the other team members were pulling him back. And I'm just standing behind them watching all this happening, and I'm like so scared because I'm just, I'm this woman, and there's like all this testosterone, I can feel it in the air, and I've never been in a fight in my life, and I just don't want to get injured during this game, especially during a fight during the timeout. And I remember too that some of the other team members were kind of protecting me as well so that I wouldn't get hurt during the almost fight. And then I woke up and this was at 3:45 a.m. this morning, and I remembered the entire dream. I wrote it down in my dream journal, as I tend to do. I've been slacking a little bit, but I try to write it down every night, what I can remember from my dream. And I couldn't go back to sleep, I guess from all the adrenaline and the testosterone and the commotion from the dream, that I went to go meditate. And during my meditation, I had thought about this fun fact that I just want to share with you guys real quick, just to prove how small of a world it really is, I swear. So I used to be friends with a former actress who was in the movie Superbad. She was McLovin's love interest. Her name's Aviva Ballman. I knew her when I lived in New Mexico. We taught at the same spin studio. She actually mentored me as I was training to get my certificate to teach and to learn how to teach classes. And she is married to another former actor. They were both retired by the time I met them. And he was the lead actor on the TV show The Secret Life of the American Teenager, which is an older show now. I don't know how many years ago it came out, but it's been a while. And also on that show is the actress Shailene Woodley, who is now engaged to Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. So I just thought that was kind of cool. It was like that, it really is a small world after all, like they say. And I recently watched the first Divergent movie with Shailene Woodley, which, man, it it relates a lot to what's happening today with kind of the metaphor that I saw of so many people being asleep and programmed, and then a few people, the Divergents, being the ones who are awakened and they're not brainwashed by the programming and they're trying to bring down the system. So if for some reason you haven't seen that movie, I know it's a super big movie. Most people have seen it. I definitely recommend it. There is some violence. I do try not to do too much violence. I couldn't do the second one. I started that one again, and that one was a little too dark and creepy for me. So I only stuck with the first one, which I thought was a very good and empowering message overall. As I was meditating, I had remembered that my husband had shown me some video clips of the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, talking on this YouTube channel called, I think the Pat McAfee Show. And it's a YouTube channel and a sports show that Aaron Rodgers does once a week, that he's been doing for a while, where he just speaks open and honestly about some things that are personal, and mostly about football, but some things he talks about are personal. If you don't know who Aaron Rodgers is or know anything about football, and I'm suspecting that a lot of people who watch my channel don't, because my analytics says that like 99% of my viewers are women. He, like I said, is the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. I think he's been their quarterback for a while. He, I think, has won like 2 MVPs, including last year he won Most Valuable Player. The Green Bay Packers is like one of the leading teams in football. I believe they're one of the top teams that have, I think, won a lot of games or playoffs, championships. Don't quote me. I just know that they're really famous. Aaron Rodgers has been in the public eye. He's been under a lot of public scrutiny recently because of not being jabbed or getting the V, we'll just say that. And he said that he was immunized, which I could explain all of that, but it's kind of a long story and I think would make this video too long. But that is when he first really started to get on my personal radar, because I had overheard my husband listening to one of the interviews on the Pat McAfee channel where he was explaining what he meant by being immunized and why he chose not to get the V, and his point of view. And I was listening to him and I was agreeing with everything he was saying. Like he was sharing my thoughts exactly, and I've shared those personal views of mine here on the channel as well, and as to why I am not, as to why I chose not to get the V, and that I don't care if other people get it. Feel free to get it. I'm not going to tell anybody not to get it or to get it. I just personally am not going to get it, and I think everyone should have the right to choose for themselves and not feel bullied, harassed, or pushed into doing something to their bodies that they don't want to do. And I don't think it should be a political thing as it's turned out to be, in my opinion. It's supposed to be about health. I just think everybody should have the right to choose what they're going to do with their body and with their health.
You know, to have a decision because, well, you're close contact. That means you're out for 5 days. Not based on any science, other than we're going to just keep this propaganda narrative going that unvaccinated people are the most dangerous people in society. That is what the media has been trying to do. They're trying to shame and out and cancel all of us non-vaccinated people, call us selfish. Yeah. I mean, that's the propaganda line too. Now, you're selfish for making a decision that's in the best interest of your body. Now, I've already spelled out, which I shouldn't have to, but I've already spelled out the issues of my own personal body and my own personal health, right? That, I have issues related to ingredients in the mRNA vaccines. That the J&J got pulled, not to mention the numerous issues with the J&J vaccine to this day.
So that's when I started hearing him really talk, like candidly for the first time, and something about him just resonated with me. It's like he seems like an old soul, I would say. Like I consider myself to be an old soul. He seems very grounded, wise, humble, very smart, and I thought that was really cool, especially because I think I've kind of had a subconscious belief that athletes, jocks, especially mainstream media athletes and celebrities weren't very, this sounds so terrible to say, weren't very smart or like very awakened, I guess I should say more so. Not that I've like really talked down about them or anything or anybody, but I think that's just kind of like a societal program, especially in like movies. They always make the jocks seem like they're really stupid, and so I think I just kind of had that subconscious belief that they didn't really think about a whole lot outside of football. And I know I'm making myself sound so terrible right now, but anyways, it just was really refreshing to hear someone, especially a man, talk the way that he does. And then my husband showed me a few more clips of him talking from different interviews on the same show, and he was talking about the law of attraction and manifestation and gratitude and spirituality in general. And I was just so amazed. I have never seen a group of guys, especially in real life, sit down and talk about these concepts. And so to see it on a big YouTube channel, I mean, he has over 1 million subscribers, this Pat McAfee. And for someone who's a mainstream, big, I mean, famous sports celebrity, a quarterback, talking about this, I just got really excited. And so I wanted to definitely mention him on the channel. I'm probably going to start making more videos whenever I hear celebrities or people in the mainstream talking about the law of attraction, because if you followed me for a while now, you know that that's heavily what this channel is based on. It's one of my favorite subjects. It's definitely my top favorite subject in spirituality and esoteric knowledge and in the metaphysical concepts. And I have manifested a lot in my life, and I constantly practice using the law of attraction. And so when I'm kind of in my everyday life and I hear anybody talking about the law of attraction, especially like on TV or something, I just get super stoked. and it definitely fits with the theme, so that's why we're gonna talk about it today. Am I really 15 minutes in? Oh my gosh. Hopefully you guys bear with me. I'll probably do a timestamp because I just talk a lot before I get to the point. So anyways, I'm going to insert a short clip of him talking about, I believe, giving a speech before games and how he's talking to his team about visualization and manifestation and all of that stuff.
And it's not easy, and every year is different from a challenge standpoint. So that was one of my messages. I talk a lot about manifestation and about perspective. Manifesting the thoughts and the desires of your heart into actuality by the language that you use and your focus and your dream time and your journaling and whatever it might be to get yourself in the right mindset. And the other part is perspective and realizing, we don't have to be worker bee robots that, can't realize how special these moments are. So that was kind of the message to the guys, and it's about perspective. And I truly believe this, when you focus on the things that you have more than the things that you don't have, you allow yourself to let gratitude sink in. And when the gratitude sinks in, it is always accompanied by joy, because you're focusing on the blessings that you have, not on the things that you don't have, the things you wish you had, the way you wish your life was that much better, you wish you had this, you wish you had that. You'll always be unsatisfied. But when you take solace in the fact that you're where you're supposed to be, and that life is going to come at you with pain and suffering and failure and frustrations and mistakes, and just trying to solve those problems and do a little bit better next time, it allows you to, I think, be a little gentler with yourself and admit that you're a human, you're going to make mistakes. You're not going to please everybody. There's always going to be a 500-pound elephant of possibly hatred and malice waiting for you, whatever decision you make, and that's just a part of life. You got to deal with it and just try and be better the next time.
Also, while I was doing my research, I found this quote that he had mentioned in an interview that I want to read, and I'll leave the link to that website below. But it says, "I really feel like we have the ability to manifest things we desire in our own lives through our spoken word and our intentions." Rodgers told reporters after Green Bay beat LA in the divisional round. "That's the direction I have really tried to stay on this year, of really being wary about my moods and what I was thinking about and my perspective. Try to be as positive as possible and continue to try to live with an attitude of gratitude." An attitude of gratitude. That is something that, one of my favorite mantras. Something I try to live my life by every day. Another thing I'd found in my research is this website had said, what you may not know is that Aaron Rodgers uses visualization and meditation to manifest his goals. He says nearly every play that he makes on the field has been visualized many times in his mind first. And this is so true with the law of attraction. You definitely need to visualize it. You need to see it or write it down. You need to feel it. Usually it starts with thinking about it and then feeling it as if it's actually already happened. Then taking action. Or you could also take action, which evokes a feeling of having it or working towards it. And that gets your mindset aligned with that as well. So then you can manifest whatever you want, usually that much quicker. They say if you can see it in your mind, then you can hold it in your hand. Another cool thing is at the end of these podcasts that Aaron Rodgers does on the YouTube channel is he has started what they call like a book club where he recommends some of his favorite books. And readers or viewers can follow along and read the books that he recommends. And I recognize some of the books. I haven't read them yet. I think I started to read one of them. But some of them are really spiritual books. And I was really excited about that as well. So from what I can tell, Aaron Rodgers seems like a pretty spiritual, awakened person. Just from the little bit of information I found of him and from what I've heard him talk about. Some of the books on the list that were spiritual that I recognized was The Alchemist and Be Here Now by Ram Dass, The Four Agreements, I believe I started reading that one, You Are the Universe by Deepak Chopra, and The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. So that is pretty much my video. Like I said, just wanted to give him a shout out for mentioning the law of attraction, since we like to talk about that on here. And I'm just so excited that mainstream celebrities are starting to talk about the law of attraction. It was kind of mainstream for a while when The Secret came out, and then I feel like it kind of died down. And I feel like hopefully a lot of people will start to take notice and listen to Aaron Rodgers when he talks about visualization and gratitude and being present and manifesting, because obviously he's doing something right with the amount of success he has attained in his career field in football and in the NFL. So there's definitely something behind that. I think, it's definitely talent, gifts that we're already born with, but also the mindset is very important, and utilizing the law of attraction, which I believe we're always utilizing, whether we realize it or not. It's always affecting us, that when we work with it instead of against it, then we're just that much more powerful to manifest the things that we desire. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone. Much love.